Dan Doctoroff, a former Wall Street dealmaker at Lehman Brothers, at Oak Hill Capital Partners, and who became Michael Bloomberg's right hand, is responsible largely these days for the New York City skyline that you see today. And so much of the city, the High Line, Hudson Yards, Brooklyn Bridge Park, even city bikes, all thanks to Doctoroff. And he's been called Robert Moses in a rush. 2.5 years ago, he was diagnosed with ALS. And I spoke with Dan Doctoroff in a wide-ranging interview at the Whitney Museum.
I was a maniac.
You were a maniac?
I was a maniac.
What do you mean?
I drove people incredibly hard, but they knew that I loved them. And that brought loyalty both ways.
Dan Doctoroff first rose to prominence in New York when he tried to bring the Olympics to the city.
Give us the chance and we will make you proud.
But ultimately, New York lost to London.
What I learned was even when you lose, you can win.
That original bid ultimately laid the foundation for the future of New York City that we see all around us today. The High Line, Hudson Yards, the Shed, and the Whitney Museum, now downtown.
My time in City Hall was the most glorious part of my career. We transformed the city after 9/11.
In The Urbanist, those who worked with Doctoroff over the years write about his impact, including his former boss, Michael Bloomberg. I have a leadership question for you. This is Michael Bloomberg in the foreword to the book. It says, for all that Dan has accomplished, what stands out to me is he has always inspired teams around him to be their best by dreaming the unimaginable and doing the impossible. This book is a chance to remind Dan that today in New York City, we can see him all around us. You have had this team that is genuinely devoted to you in a very special way. There are a lot of folks in the world who want to be leaders, and you've demonstrated it. And I'm so curious what you think it is that you have done to motivate these people, to incentivize these people, to make these people feel like they can walk through walls on your behalf.
I don't think it was on my behalf. I think it was a team. We had great people, and people who I recruited, and people who were energized by the ability to get things done.
Doctoroff is now fighting ALS and dedicating this chapter of his life to finding a cure for ALS for everyone. You were diagnosed with ALS in 2021.
That's why I can't talk.
How are you?
You know, I am doing so much better than I thought I would be at this point in time. When I was diagnosed, something flipped in me. I was always future focused, and now I live day to day. So I don't think about the course of the disease. The only thing I think about that's future focused is eliminating ALS.
Just take me inside your head for a second. When you first learned this, what you thought, and how you even think about it every single day. I know you say you don't think about the end, but I'm so curious what that feels like.
I've been remarkably happy since I was diagnosed. What I've discovered facing this fatal disease is that there's only two things in life that matter. It's relationships and having purpose. And I'm fortunate that I have both.
Doctoroff founded Target ALS back in 2013. He's now raised nearly $250 million towards fighting the disease, which both his father and uncle had. And there's a new book out. It's called The Urbanist, Dan Doctoroff and the Rise of New York. It's on sale today. I remember when Dan was first diagnosed and I visited him. This is now several years ago, and I will say he's doing much better than I think he anticipated. I'll admit that I anticipated, and his ability to raise all this money and to try to find a cure. I think he knows that he may not be able to find a cure for himself, but to be able to try to find a cure for everybody else is something, and his impact on the city is also quite something.
I think his state of mind is a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
To say that,
yep.
you know, all that matters is the relationships and the purpose in life. I think that's an incredible message to all of us.
The mind shift, and I think so many people in life, the mind shift from being so future focused, and I think he was somebody like that, and I think we know a lot of people who are like that. Yeah. I unfortunately include myself in that, when, you know, being present now versus thinking about what the next thing is, yeah. And his ability to be present and to think about that, not just in terms of what he's doing with ALS, but and target ALS, but with his family and with everything else it is very special. So
it's inspiring.
It is inspiring, and the book, The Urbanist, is a very cool book. It speaks volumes about Dan. It speaks volumes about New York City.